on the go.
Hello,
We're
hello,
good,
hello,
we're good, we're
everyone.
good. Oh, you haven't got your video on.
Oh, yeah, I haven't put mine on. Shoot, there you go. Is it there now?
Nope.
Sugar.
And you're busting my chops. And I was ready.
Bloody hell.
There you are.
There we go.
There you are. We're going to make you bigger. You're like tiny Ozzo.
I'm like tiny Ozzo. No, I'm real Ozzo. I'm real Ozzo. Sorry, Ozzo Master. I can't whisper. I can send you my in-game name and server in a chat or through Discord. Send it through Discord.
That's it.
Yep.
I might actually.
It is preferred to send it through Twitch, but if you have problems with it, then send it through Discord.
Put this around. Is that working?
All right. So, let's get started then.
Actually, no, I don't like that. I've got to change my camera position, actually. Not really good. All right.
It's been a while since we did ship.
It has been a while, hasn't it?
Some teething problems. It's been, 6 weeks now since the last one?
Normally
it's
6
supposed
weeks.
to be monthly, and they made this one 6 weeks. We did do 14.3, so it's definitely 6 weeks, and we haven't done anything since then. We haven't continued with the guest stars one at this stage.
I think we'll continue with it. We had a few teething issues with that as well, but I think we'll start bringing people in, and also get that moving very quickly. But it is 14.4. Let's continue on with that, I think. You know, we had clan battles for BYO during the last patch, and we got to Storm, which I think was very great. Unfortunately, we couldn't hold it, but I'll still say we are a Storm clan. Just didn't finish a Storm clan.
No, we finished lower than we would like to, but it was still, I think, respectable for a clan that really we don't have. We need more people. So if you're interested in a clan on Asia and you're interested in clan battles, we are recruiting. We are looking for more people.
100%.
What's happening on NA at the moment now with Shine, our new clan on NA. But NA, at least, we have it's looking like we will have 2 full divs probably next season on NA.
Oh, fantastic.
We need to build up to being 2 full divs on Asia as well.
Yeah.
So
it's not easy though.
That is.
It's not easy. Asia server is not easy to, to recruit. Especially as obviously on NA. I think anyway personally. I don't know if it's the player base or it's
I think it's a loyalty thing.
But it's also too you've got to mesh as a team. It's not a matter of just bringing players in and hope for the best. If that makes sense. Like as players, as our in our clan, like we all, even though we a lot of banter goes on and sort of arguing sometimes, but in the day we actually do mesh as a team, and we actually all do get along, which is good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So, yeah. So, and guys, look around because make sure you give PC419 a follow if you haven't already, because he will be streaming more now. I
was waiting for a mate.
Well, you were waiting on your camera to come back as well.
I was,
so there's a couple of reasons why he hasn't been streaming. One was obviously to push numbers on myself to try and get over to partner, which has now happened as of 2 days ago. So that is one milestone done, and the other one was a replacement camera for his camera, which was causing his computer to shit itself.
Yep. Oh, it was ridiculous. So I got the Elgato Facecam Pro. Look, it's a fantastic camera. I've got to set it up properly. I've just literally done the basic settings onto it for the moment, just to get everything going. Actually, I've got these lights on to get everything going. But I just love the quality of this camera, which is really, really good.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Opec, how you going, buddy?
Hey, Opec. All right, but we are here today to talk about 14.4.
14.4.
Changes in 14.4. So
let's go to the share screen.
Let's bring up the 14.4.
And here we go. A bit of a new, slightly set up, but yeah.
Yeah. Perilous Route. 14.4. So, apparently I haven't claimed my gift.
I haven't claimed mine as well. I just looked at mine.
I'm not logged in. So...
Nah, it will still say claimed anyway. I haven't claimed it though.
So
in game.
I've claimed it on EU now because
obviously
I've been playing on EU, but I haven't claimed it on NA or Asia yet because I haven't logged into them since.
Yeah.
But you get your 1 day of Warships Premium as per usual.
As per usual. I would prefer a super container, to be honest.
Oh, wouldn't a super container be nice? Chance of getting something different.
Yeah.
But no,
exactly.
And it wouldn't cost them anything.
Or a ship.
But that's okay. Or a ship. Yeah.
Would be nice.
That's okay.
Every now and then.
Okay. I mean they were being a bit stingy with the patch day. What do you say? World of Warship stream anyway today, having a limit on the number of people who could put the code in.
Oh really?
Yeah. So you had to be there.
Why?
And then they had a limit on the number of people who could do it. So if you were too slow in getting it, then you wouldn't get it. So
is this so it doesn't get shared around to the thousands of people that are playing?
Probably. But it's not going to work. Hatch Latch was the code today. I put it on all 3 of my accounts. So, but the other thing was it was just a coal container. So,
oh really?
You know,
God.
that was all it was. It was a coal container.
Splurging out.
At the end of the day, if you missed it, you missed it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but anyway, 14.4 is Perilous Route, and the first topic in that is the Perilous Route.
Yeah.
So,
which brings a temporary PvE battle type inspiration by Convoy, which you all may be familiar with from the past updates. In this Perilous Route, your mission is to escort a damaged command ship to the destination area while defending her from attacking enemy fleets. You can go next.
Yep. So basically, so during this mission, the command ship will make stops for critical repairs, a bit like you would with Raptor Rescue type thing. To resume the journey, you'll need to complete one of 3 possible tasks, so a little bit different. And once those repairs are complete, the command ship will become fully operational and will help you in the final battle against the last enemy assault. In addition, you'll be assigned 5 randomly chosen secondary objectives of varying difficulty, bringing more variety to each battle. So we're basically talking about an operation here that is a separate event for this thing. Do you want to continue?
I like how they say temporary. Because it ain't going to be there 14.7 if it's there or not. If it gets to 14.7 or not. I don't know if this is only one. Yeah.
That is the thing as well, is there's a lot of things about they're temporary until 14.7. But there's also provisos on everything that they may keep some of these things.
Yeah, exactly right.
So nothing is necessarily temporary, but nothing is necessarily permanent.
Yeah.
We will find out at 14.7.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, this mode is only for tier 8 and 9. All types except submarines. So you cannot do submarines in this mode. And all ships will equipped with a coordinated fleet support consumable, which partially restores HP for all team members and the command ship
itself. Okay.
So you can find more information about this in a separate article, but basically it's an operation that is a current event. People seem to be enjoying it. You can do a lot of your other missions doing this Perilous Route. I don't know if it's half thing like a standard operation would be, but you can do things with this, and it takes a lot of things from some of the operations into it, like the turrets, gun turrets, and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's just a different type of operation, and you can specifically play this one. So my bet is that at some stage they may add this to the operations, but we'll see what happens with that. So,
and I don't see why not.
And they do have the ability with operations to it's full dockyard rewards for this mission, just like Unbreakable Line was. Okay, nice. They brought Raptor Rescue to the masses. Yes, Justin, they did. Yes. Well, I mean, a lot of people could complain about Raptor Rescue anyway. So this might end up replacing Raptor Rescue in the operations at some stage. And I think a lot of people complain about it because some of the operations that people like have not been allowed at tier 10 because they say the maps are too small. And so the variety of ones you can play when you take a tier 10 out is low, but this won't be anyway. Points to capture, ports to destroy while you protect. Yeah, exactly. Sounds like an interesting thing. I'm sure we'll play it a couple times on stream at least, and demo it.
We definitely give it a go, yeah.
So, if people want to div up, I assume that there's divs available in it, like operations, but
you fucking hope so.
I haven't looked into it.
We hope so.
In all that much detail. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to
it.
deal with anybody, any Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Or Justin.
Had plenty of Tom, Dicks, and Harrys on EU today. No Justins. Yeah. Have to play it to find ways to troll my div mates. Yeah, of course you do, Justin.
Or go park your ship at the dock, like the other one, like the other time you did.
Yeah.
All right. So we got updated operations with flagships.
Yes.
Okay. Since flagships returned to our virtual seas in 14.2, you have battled and defeated these mighty opponents countless times. Now they become more dangerous. Each flagship has gained additional effects based on this ship type. To even the odds, you now can upgrade your classified documents, which is out in 14.4. Their effects will become stronger with each new level, giving you the upper hand in engagements with the enemy ships. In update 14.4, the maximum level of classified documents is 5, and the level cap will be increased in the future updates until 14.7. Upgrading classified documents requires intel tokens, which you can earn by completing combat missions.
Yep. And they're already in place, and you'll be getting them already if you've started playing the game.
Yep.
You get some of those intel tokens by playing standard random battles, whatever you're playing in game, basically.
Yeah.
And the rest of them you can only get by playing the actual operations with flagships. So there's a whole line of missions that you have to do in operations with flagships to get more intel tokens.
Correct. If you would click on the in the equipment picture, that actually the people can actually see where the classified documents are on top of the ornaments. Right there.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
There
right on top there. Just so people know what they are.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, so interesting, eh? It's going to bring that into that too.
All right.
So now we've got the Operations Dynamo event pass. Operations Dynamo saw the Allies conduct a mammoth task of evacuating over 300,000 people from Dunkirk, which was surrounded by the German army. It is considered one of the greatest rescue missions in history. This year marks the 85th anniversary of the operations, and Update 14.4 Event Pass is dedicated to the memory of the Dunkirk evacuation. First progression line offers such as rewards as 5 times Operation Dynamo containers. You've got the monochrome enemy destruction effect and the coastal British camouflage. 3 days of Warship premium account and industrial permanent camouflages for the Duncan as the final reward. Now, if you do want to pay for the second line for 2,500 doubloons, you do have a chance to get the industrial permanent camouflage for the Hawk, as along with other rewards. You'll also find the British heavy cruiser Tier 6 London, with also 3 Operation Dynamo premium containers. The final reward in line is the industrial permanent camouflage for the St. Vincent.
Yep.
What do you think of the paying 2,500 dubs for a London?
So, we did an analysis of this actually a little while ago in my stream. The current price for the London in the armory is 5,800 doubloons.
Yep.
So you are getting it for less than half this. Plus, you're getting economic bonuses and containers and other things as well. So my logic, which I was saying to my chat originally before I looked at the price of the London, was: is the value of everything else in there
worth?
Do you feel that that is worth 2,500 doubloons? Because if you feel that everything else is worth 2,500 doubloons,
Yeah.
then do the second line, and then the London is just a free thing.
Yeah.
The problem, the other thing about it is, if you already have the London, the compensation for it is only 8.25 million credits. You don't get doubloons, you don't get anything back like that. You only get credits. The same with the camouflages. If you have any of the camouflages, you get 6,000 for the 6 million for the Hawk one, 7.5 million for the Duncan one, and 9 million for the St. Vincent one if you already have those camos. So it is only credits that you get as a compensation. One of the greatest moments during the war and wargaming, asking us to pay for London.
A turd is still a turd.
Yeah.
Look, I have played the London on NO. It's not a great ship, but I've seen worse.
Yeah. So, I mean, it really comes down to, and this is one of the other things we talked about on stream today, was if you wish to buy things in the game because you have the money to do it and you want to do it, then do it. But don't buy things in the game just for the sake of buying things in the game.
Correct, yeah.
If you aren't actually really interested in it. So don't spend 2,500 doubloons on the second progression line just to get the London if you don't really want the London, but go, oh, but it's a free ship.
Yeah.
So did not see what the containers have. This might make it valid. The containers have a chance to win ships. That's where you can get the Bliskawicka 44. And that will, I believe, be talked about further down in here, because these are the Operation Dynamo premium containers. So they have a standard container and a premium container. And in the first line, you'll get 5 of the standard containers. And if you do the second line, you'll get 3 of the premium containers. And they have they have chances of winning ships, including the Bliskawicka 44.
Yeah.
But that's all coming a little bit later. So,
all right. So next we have the Dunkirk 1940.
Yes. So this is the deploy cards representing the little ship of Dunkirk to overcome obstacles. So to continue the anniversary celebrations for Operation Dynamo, they prepared a temporary port activity, Dunkirk 1940. This PvE activity involves cards representing little ships of Dunkirk, which we'll use to overcome various obstacles, also represented by cards. So basically, this is a little card game on here, and there will be prizes that you can get from doing this. It's like a little side mission-y type thing. Yeah, you forgot a few zeros there, Justin. During each mission, you will face 4 opponents. The goal is to place cards in the most effective manner to defeat as many enemies as possible. So, like if you did Pokemon cards, or there's so many of these things. It's going to be a logical trying to destroy thing. And each card that you place will battle the opposing card directly facing it on the enemy side. Each card has a set of parameters that determine its power level. Some cards also have various directional abilities used to either buff allies or debuff opponents. There are 2 types of missions, key missions and supply missions. Each mission type has 3 difficulty levels and determine the strength of your opponents. Key missions allow you to earn evacuation points, which will let you progress through the activity. Supply missions will let you earn expendable modifiers to enhance your cards during battle, as well as special tokens you can exchange for new ship cards and additional modifiers. So it's a card game where you've got to be strategic. And you'll begin the event with a fleet of 3 cards, and you'll get a 4th one after completing the tutorial. As you progress and complete supply missions, you'll gain access to remaining cards of the 30 card set for free. So it's not going to cost you anything for this mission. And yeah.
It's good to see that it is PvE though. But
yes,
you don't know who you're playing against, do you? Is there going to be like another player that you'll be able to see? I haven't seen it yet, but like it's.
I believe it's just an AI.
Oh, is it? It says PvE.
This is PvE. It's not PvP. It's PvE. It's going to be AI.
Yeah, I'm guessing to see it.
Yeah. So basically, though, out of this completion of the activity, you'll be rewarded with the Gallant, which is a tier 6 DD. On top of collecting all 30 cards, it will bring you the Braving the Fire flag. Tried 2 times on the test server, pre-made scenarios. Yeah, pre-made.
It's all pre-made. Okay,
So
enough.
you can win the Gallant, which is actually a lovely ship, a really lovely ship. So the compensation for that, if you already have it, is only 3.375 million credits. So unfortunately, it's not a lot of compensation for that ship.
Yep.
If you already have it. But there is no cost for any of this at all.
That's right.
So it is literally you're getting either 3.375 million credits free or the Gallant. So yeah, if you don't have it on any server, then make sure you do this event. I believe it starts on May the 22nd.
Okay.
So which is when is May the 22nd? Next week.
Next week.
Oh crap! Just lost all my screens.
You good?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so next one is Soviet submarines leave early access. You can research your new arrivals, the S1, the L20, and the K1 in the Soviet tech tree. With the release of update 14.4, so Soviet submarines, the S1, L20, and K1 are leaving early access. So you're looking to strengthen your Red Fleet, start researching the new arrivals in the Soviet tech tree. These submarines are primarily designed to operate on the surface, relying on their high surface speed and powerful unguided torpedoes. Their fast, unguided torpedoes boast a long range and high damage. In contrast, their homing torpedoes leave much to be desired in terms of range, damage, and speed. These submarines can travel fast while on the surface, but their speed is rather poor while submerged. What's the use of that? Additionally, they have low dive capacity, meaning they can't stay underwater for long. Within their set of consumables, they have long-range submarine surveillance and fast damage control.
Yeah, so you would have already. Most people will have already done the early access, so I'm sure that people probably got at least the tier 6.
Yeah.
Tier 8 was a little bit harder to get because you had to pay a little bit if you wanted to get it. But now they're in the tech tree. So if you didn't get them at all, you can now get it through the tech tree, and if you did get any of them, you can now progress through the tech tree and get the rest of them.
But what's the point of having a sub that just goes?
They haven't really brought back shotgunning because the under 3 kilometers, the torps still don't do much damage.
But you think about it, right? Like, why would they bring a sub out, or a series of subs that are surface based?
Well, I mean, there's lots like that. The I-56 has guns.
Yeah, no, I know that. But the thing is, like, it's a sub, so give it some,
it does.
capability to go underwater. But like, pretty much what it's saying here is, as soon as you go underwater, you're pretty much a sitting duck. Really.
I mean, they travel faster on the surface.
Yeah.
So they're just a different sub, really, is what they are.
Yeah.
But the update has been released. It was released yesterday by Gothy.
Yes, it was.
So it is now out there. Today, actually. Yeah, no, you're right. Today. 5 hours ago on EU. It was earlier today for Asia, and it was yesterday. Around this time yesterday on NA, so 24 hours ago on NA.
And don't forget to update your Aslans and mod station if you got them.
Yes, I had forgotten to do that before I started my first game today. So I went, where are all my mods? All right.
Believe it or not, I updated before I actually logged in. Sometime today, was late this afternoon, and then went into 2 games, and then it told me to update again.
Oh God, really?
Yeah. So I got the little splash screen on. Okay, Blue Shirt Dockyard continues. So you still have time to build the famous cruiser that served as the flagship of the German task force.
Yes, so the Blue Shirt Dockyard is obviously still open. For those who have been doing it so far, you have potentially completed 6 of the 8 missions to get this dockyard. There are 2 more left. I think it's 6 of 8. Yep. And if you have done that, you probably already have the Gambia, which is the Tier 7 Commonwealth cruiser.
Mm-hmm.
That cruiser is quite an awesome cruiser. I had great fun. Just under 2 weeks left, yes.
Yeah.
I had great fun in that one in ranked, actually. It is very good in there,
No.
but it is...
Sorry, I was going to correct you guys. It says 12th of June.
Ends June 12th.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you've got more. Yep.
Yeah.
You got 2 phases, but yeah, 3 weeks. Or 4 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
It's be about, yeah.
I've got to get on NA because NA is, I'm at the moment now, I'm highest on my NA, on my dockyard. So I'm just going to try and get it on NA.
Yep. 2 phases, 4 weeks. Both phases will be open at the end of 2 weeks, though. So you've got 2 weeks more before the last phase opens. Another week before the last phase opens, because if the 7th phase is opened now, and the 8th phase will open next week, and then you'll have another 2 weeks after that one,
just to
or another 3
finalize it
weeks
and
after
finish it
that
off.
one to finish it off.
Yeah.
So this dockyard is giving you extra time compared to other dockyards to actually get it all done.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I found this dockyard actually quite straightforward to keep on top of,
Correct,
or catch up on. So it's not been as, what do you say, monotonous to get done
far
as
reach.
ones in the past. So yeah, my recommendation is, if you can get it. You will need to buy 2 of the
packs.
phases.
Yeah.
So to get it, so if you didn't buy the packs at the beginning, it'll cost you, I think it's 4,000 doubloons. Is it? To get that now. So it'll 2,000 doubloons for each of the stages. It'll cost you 4,000 doubloons total.
Yeah, 2K
per phase. Yeah. If you bought it beforehand, it will have cost you 3,200 doubloons. But if you didn't buy it beforehand, it'll cost you 4,000.
Yeah.
And I need to seriously consider whether I should do it on EU now, because I started on EU. But anyway, that's so. The dockyard will remain in the port until the release of 14.5. However, the dockyard combat missions will only be available until the end of the 3rd week of update 14.4. Okay, so you have a limit to get the missions done, but then you've got a week after the missions are completed to potentially just buy your way through.
Yeah, to the end.
So to the end, if you didn't make it. So they're giving you extra time to buy your way through, to buy the blue chip afterwards, but the missions will go away. So the missions have a different time end than the actual dockyard end. So the missions will end 2 weeks after the 8th one opens, and then you'll have another week after that to buy the blue chip for it. All right.
So the
Azure Lane.
The
one that everybody here has been waiting for.
Yeah, we've been hanging for this one. Actually, you know, I'll get you to read this one. I want to go grab a quick drink.
Okay.
Because it's so important when I need to be here for this.
Okay, yep. World of Warships welcomes back the Warships of Azure Lane and their brave commander. Update 14.4. World of Warships welcomes back the Warships of Azure Lane with the bright characters and brave commanders for the 7th wave of their iconic collaboration. This time, the prettiest fleet on the high seas is joined by 4 ships: the Hindenburg, AL Hindenburg, AL Kearsarge, AL Bismarck, and AL Gorizia, each with her own commemorative flag. The already impressive list of commanders has been expanded with 5 newcomers, with individual voiceovers for Kearsarge, Gorizia, Hindenburg, Grasby, and Scharnhorst. 4 new themed permanent camouflages for Zara, Colorado, Scharnhorst, and Grasby, as well as an Azure Lane patch, have also been added. Now, you can find out a lot more about this if you wish, but one of the other key things to note here is it's the AL Montpellier.
Oh, I'm back.
Is currently on sale as well. This is not mentioned in here, but it is on sale at the moment for a ridiculously cheap price. We have had discussions about it already. It is a Cleveland, but it's not a Cleveland. So it's a Cleveland base. It's almost like comparing the Agincourt to the Rio de Janeiro. They're the same shell, but they're a different ship, and that's what the Montpellier is. So if you are interested, that is for sale in the shop at the moment as well. I think that's enough on Azure Lane.
We can continue on.
Yes. Anyway.
So we got ranked.
Yes. Ranked. So, from May 15th until July 10 is Season 23 of Ranked. Bronze League is 6v6 Tier 8. Submarines, battleships, destroyers, and cruisers. Only 1 submarine, 3 battleship, 3 destroyers, or 5 cruisers.
Yep.
In a 6v6. The Silver League is Tier 9. No subs at that point. It's 3 battleships, 3 destroyers, and 5 cruisers, because obviously there are no Tier 9 subs. And then at Tier 10, it's 6v6 again for the Gold League, with 1 submarine, 3 battleships, 3 destroyers, and 5 cruisers again. CVs are not allowed in ranked at all.
Yeah. I'm actually glad bronze is actually Tier 8, which is, it's really good.
In Season 23, the rule for keeping a star in the event of a loss of a star for all the leagues, only the top XP earner will be able to keep their star as per usual with ranked. So nothing really new. It's just a new season.
Yeah.
And same times and different. 4 hours. It took you 4.5 hours to get out of bronze today. Nice. It took Overlord Bow 8 hours. So.
Good divs, buddy. You had some good divs today, then.
Yeah, he was having really bad games.
So we got brawls.
Anyway.
Yep. So brawls. First one is 4v4 at Tier 10. Each team must have either 2 or 3 battleships, no more than 1 aircraft carrier, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, or 1 submarine per team, and divisions up to 4 players. Brawls 2 is 2v2 Tier 6 ships. Each team must have 1 battleship, no more than 1 aircraft carrier, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, 1 sub per team, divisions up to 2 players. Obviously, do 2v2. And Brawls 3 is 4v4 in Tier 8 ships. Each ship must have at least 2 or 3 battleships, no more than 1 aircraft carrier, 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, and 1 submarine. And divisions up to 4 players.
Pretty standard.
Pretty standard on that one too.
All right. Warhammer 40,000. Or however you want to say it. From the grim darkness of the far future, thematic ships of commanders are returning. So you have seen from time to time in the game the ships Cross of Dawn, Ignis Purgatio, Ragnarok, and Ship Smasher. These ships are clones of other ships in the game, with, I believe, some minor differences. Very, very minor differences. But they are coming back.
With some fancy cameras.
If you do not have these ships and you are keen to have these ships in your collection, here is a chance to get them in your collection. I'm not sure of much more about it. I'm assuming that it's mostly going to be pay to buy them. But they are coming, and they will be in from May the 22nd until June the 5th. It's a very short time.
Correct, yeah.
So, yeah, that's Warhammer 40,000. All right.
So in the armory, we've got the historical commanders from the Narvik to Dunkirk adventure. If you guys haven't activated that, you've got to activate it. A historical adventure dedicated to some of the earliest campaigns of the Second World War continues in update 14.4 and runs until the second week of 14.5. The second week of 14.4 brings the second chapter of the adventure dedicated to the Dunkirk evacuation. You'll be able to earn adventure tokens by completing combat missions and obtain such rewards as the Home Fleet Grey, Historical Permanent Camouflage, and Historical Commander Victor Cruchley, Operations, Dynamo Containers, and Special Economic Bonuses for free. And this is where the
Bliskowicka 44
comes into it.
So, the second part of the adventure brings the new premium destroyer, the Bliskowicka 44. And you can get her from both the standard and the premium Operation Dynamo containers, or directly purchase the Admiral bundle with her in the premium shop for a limited time.
Yeah.
So there's obviously a lot more information you can get about this, but basically here is where it comes. So for the next, I think it's the next week, you're still going to be doing the current things and they all stay available. But after this week, the second part comes with all these dynamo containers and more things which you can do around the Bliskwicker 44, and that will all start to come into play.
Yeah.
And then that's when the Admiral bundle will come and everything like that for the Bliskwicker 44. So that is coming. And there have been people who've been asking, that is the way you can get it. You can either buy it or you can try and gamble for it.
Correct.
Is basically the way. So, or you can try and get lucky with the free containers you get.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like the drama, whatever thing we just had.
Yeah.
Where you could get the Suzuya, the ZF6, and the
it was called the red, black, and blue. Red, black, and yellow.
Containers. Yeah, and it was bugged to shit.
I was happy with one. On my NA server, I was pretty happy with that one. So commanders David Beatty and Franz von Hipper. During 14.4, historical commanders David Beatty and Franz von Hipper will become permanently available in the armory. They're skilled commanders with special traits identical to those of the Bert Dunkirk and the Franz von Jutland, respectively. They're able to purchase from the David Beatty for 35,000 coal, while the Franz von Hipper will be available for 1,500 doubloons.
So, we were talking in my stream earlier actually about this as well, about the special commanders that are available in the armory. So these are two new ones which will have special features which when you choose the commander skills on the ship will have extra bonuses on them on top of what a normal commander would have, which will be available in any mode of the game. They do not get limited. And so these guys are potentially worth it. But because they're going to be permanent in the armory, you can get them at any time. But for 35,000 coal, they're a lot cheaper than the 175,000 coal unique commanders who have the special... the only thing they have on top of these guys is the special things which activate when you meet some requirement in the mission, like getting first kill or spotting 3 ships or... having fired so many secondaries, so your secondary speed reload increases. That kind of stuff won't be on these guys, which means that they can still be used in clan battles and all the stuff will be available. So they are worth definitely looking at for 1,500 doubloons and 35,000 coal. They're commanders that I would definitely be
Surprisingly, they've got the German commander for 1,500 doubloons, though. Look, what extra is he giving? The 35,000 coal.
But the 1,500 doubloons is the standard price for that level of commander.
Okay, yeah.
And they already give those things for that. So that is the standard price. The 35,000 coal and 1,500 doubloon are the standard price in the armory for commanders that don't have the special effect bonuses.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think that's good.
All right, so now we're up to content additions and changes. So commanders Regnar of Denmark. I should let you say this one because you're Swedish. And Ragnar Franorge with the individual voiceovers. We've got the longest night of museums at 2025 flag, grand trial of the spring phase flag, and grand trial of the spring phase flag patch being released, as you can see here. We got the achievements for Clan Battles Season 30, Man of War, and Hurricane. That's what we need to get, boys. This is that's our goal.
I'm still not sure when that Clan Battle season is happening.
I haven't actually looked.
They haven't announced the dates. I haven't seen the dates announced yet. So we know what it is. We know what it looks like. We know. Yeah, but just they haven't announced when.
It's usually a couple of weeks break. They don't usually bring it out straight away, though.
Yep. All right.
We've got the new coal mission chain for experimental ships has been added. It will be available during 14.4. Ships will be the Hughes American Destroyer, Osborne, the Christopher Burroughs, the I-5644, the Zarya, Le Harvey. What else is there?
Marcantono, Colonna,
you can say that one, yep. And that was it, yeah. And we're added to the testing by developers, volunteers, and community contributors.
Yep, so these are test ships that you'll start to see. But there are ships that are coming out with the experiment.
Yep. Future changes.
14.5 for yep.
Yep. The contents of the Firepower Premium containers, Wings of Freedom Premium containers, Wings of Freedom containers, the Battle of Paso de Patria Premium container will be changed with the arrival of update 14.5. You'll see exactly what changes are in the development blog, which you guys can click on that link.
Yeah, and we'll go through that obviously for 14.5.
Yeah.
Instead. Pan America Commander. What about the Pan American Commander?
What's this?
This was the name of its container, the collection for him. Oh, okay. So the Pan American Commander is coming out in 14.5, is what you're saying.
Justin's got 14.5 start. Okay, I think so. Oh, he thinks 14. It's when CBs are going to start at 14.5. Yep. Fair enough.
So we're gonna let's have a look. So the Wings of Freedom container is 3 special expendable economic bonuses, 10,000 credits, a chance of them 1 stars and stripes permanent camouflage. One of the following ships has a chance of Hornet, Florida, Constellation, Boise, Alabama, Saipan, or a Tulsa, Halford, Enterprise, or Georgia. And that's what that is. But the Battle of Paso de Patria Premium container, is that the one there? The Battle de Paso has 1 Battle of Paso de Patria collection element. Yep, so that's the one. That must be the one that is the commander. So they look like they are. It looks like they are releasing that in 14.5. They're ready to show the content of the containers. Yep. So is that what they're saying? Several containers will receive an update to their contents with this update. So they're obviously setting that container up. I'm guessing that means that they will be releasing it. So yeah, they might release it.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and then other changes.
Other changes, yeah. We got.
Hey, look, they called something a bug.
I was actually going to say that. Okay, so fix the bug that caused the steering gears and modifications to upgrade to no effect on the Otago. So if you had this upgrade on, it did nothing until now. Fix the bug that caused incorrect spawning of the ships on trap clan battles. Was it a bug or a feature?
That was definitely a bug. I think anyone who was in clan battles on NA,
yeah,
I think it was the second week of clan battles,
mm-hmm.
Had some fun on trap when they literally got trapped in the island in the center of the map. They spawned on the north.
You were lucky enough to actually get that, didn't you?
Yep. Did get that. Yep. Experienced it. It was funny. I was funny. One of the ships that didn't actually spawn on the island, though.
Oh.
One of 2 ships that didn't spawn. So I watched my whole clan on their sides trying to fire their guns and watching their secondaries actually try and do damage to the enemy ships, or the enemy ships were just going around and killing the 2 of us that could actually move.
Tower defense coming to all the warships.
So, but yeah, that one there, it's good to see it fixed. I guess it means that trap can come back into rotation for clan battles.
It's allowed.
In the future. So, yeah, it was a feature.
Yeah, it was a funny feature, but it was a feature.
Yeah, actually, after we talk about this, I'm going to talk about a new bug that I think I've noticed in the game. That,
really?
Yeah, actually, let's talk about it quickly, shall we?
Yeah, go.
I was playing CVs last night because chat got me to a level 5 hype train.
Yep.
Which meant I needed to play 5 CVs and also buy a CV. Thankfully, my clauses that I have don't say I have to play the CV that I bought.
Mm-hmm.
But I bought a Tech Tree CV. Because I was on Asia server, I got arms race in one of the battles in the CV. And in that battle, we got 3 of the heal buffs.
Mm-hmm.
I got hit during that battle, and the CV was not healing at all. However, the planes were.
Yep.
So your planes were getting shot at by A,
Yep.
and then healing themselves from the heal buffs rather than the CV. And I sit there and go, what use is healing the planes when they're going to get shot down anyway?
Yeah.
You need your CV healing, not the planes. So I think that's a bug. I don't understand why the ship is not healing. To me, I think that they've programmed it incorrectly and put it on the planes. It's not a bug.
We don't say bug here. We say it's a feature.
Oh, it's a feature.
It's a feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all praise wargaming. It's a feature.
Because I needed the heal on the CV, not on the plane.
Any bowlers care to comment?
But anyway, that's just a little side thing that I noticed while I was forced to play CVs.
Yeah.
Because my chat got me to a level 5. Well, I'm forced to once they get me to level 1, but they got me to level 5, so they made me play 5.
Why not? Why not?
Oh, and the planes got they got a tiny heal. The heal wasn't even worth it. Like,
oh, really?
Come on.
Just a couple of points?
It's still the tick, 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 heal. It's like, tell that to Yamato.
All right. So going back to the changes, fix an issue that sometimes causes the incorrect display of a flagship icons in the ship status panel during operations with flagships. Fixed a texture bug for the simulated permanent camouflage. Fixed texture for the Van Corhorn. Fixed an issue that caused the shell caliber of several ships to display incorrectly in the port, which you'll never notice what ships they were. Starting with update 14.4, in the case of hide additional content option is selected, the name of the collaboration. Was it collaboration? Yes, no. All right. Okay, mate. Sorry, my son just right next to me, distracting.
Collaboration or event ship will be replaced with the name of her historical counterpart.
Thank you. Updated a portrait for Commander Ragnar Frankovic, and for the complete list of changes, please refer to the player supports.
Ragnar from Sverige.
Från Sverige?
Yeah, that's the Swedish word for Sweden.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ah, because you're Swedish. The Viking Swedish.
Yeah. So that is Swedish Sweden. Yeah, right there.
So it's literally all pronounced wrong.
Yes.
Sorry for the Swedes in the
channel. And that's pretty much it, except for a whole heap of other changes, which if you really want to go through to the player support and try and dig through and find all the other changes, you are more than welcome to go and look at all those changes.
Exactly.
We have a small bonus for our dedicated readers. Decorate your desktop with wallpapers created for you by our artists.
Let's have a quick
So if you would like to put the background of your computer to a certain wallpapers, but maybe they'd be good for stream background. So yeah,
this one's not bad.
But anyway,
yeah.
But that is update 14.4.
God, there's a soccer one here. In the collections one. All right. Anyway, guys. So yeah, that is exactly right. That is 14.4. If you guys have any questions in the chat before we let this all go, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the latest patch. And yeah, if there's any issues or so forth, you guys can actually join the Ship Talk Discord as well. We do have general chat on there. You can put all of the questions you want to ask us for 14.5 or our next Ship Talk. We might try and squeeze one in between there if we do see any concerns, bugs, or features we've seen so far in the 14.4 patch. We might try and squeeze one in, maybe with a guest as well. Have a bit of discussion with them. What do you reckon?
Yep, sounds good. Would like you to cover more as your lane content. You're weeb, Justin. It's because he's a weeb.
You're welcome, Joel.
Thank you both for the detailed review. You're welcome. All right.
And Justin, if you want to go through the Israel Lane content, you're more than welcome to debrief yourself on that.
Battle mode selection in Div still broken, it seems, where it used to follow Div Commander. Yeah, I don't think that they're going to fix that. I think they're going to leave that as it is. The one thing that they have fixed now, though, is if the commander selects a Div mode, then the people who are in the Div can also select that Div mode. For example, if you're a merc for clan battles, you will get the clan battle option if the Div commander puts you into clan battles, whereas mercs were not able to select clan battles if they weren't in a clan previously. So you don't have to be in a clan anymore to be able to get into clan battles. Or if you were not yet at clan battle level, you used to not be able to select it.
Yeah.
But you're just not a person of culture, PC. Right. Yep.
Justin likes his anime.
Justin is on the mark. Oh, God. Gunner. Jeez. Bad influence.
Wrong
influence
anime,
right
mate. Wrong anime. No boobers in wargaming.
But all right, guys. That is, I believe, unless anyone has any other input, is Ship Talk
14 for 14.4.
Patch 14.4.
But the stream is not over for both of us. We will be continuing on. We're going to go to EU. Is that correct?
Yep, I think we'll go to EU. So we'll be back in probably 5 minutes, I'm going to guess.
Yeah, a couple of minutes,
A couple of minutes. We just need to get ourselves back into the game, get ourselves ready, get ourselves dipped up, and then we'll come back and we will get back into ships. So we will see you all again shortly. Just ignore the fact that the Be Right Back screen still says that we stream this on Wednesday. We need to update our Be Right Back screen still.
Which I'll do this week, yep.
Yep. So, chat, go rub one out. I mean, we know that that's what you do between games, Justin.
6 minutes, that's all you need.
It doesn't mean everyone in here is a degenerate. So.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll see you later.